guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Emma from Kyuujin, and today we are back at the guys with The Bear. Episode 4, first season.
Yes, last episode, Sydney was put in charge of the kitchen, and Carmy just fucking left the restaurant because he started going to those AA meetings for the families of addicted people.
It's like, you're good, you know what you're doing, you can handle it.
Well, he's taking a lot of advices from the meeting, and he's trying to put it in place at the work at the restaurant, which some of it is good, but also I think he's trying to distance himself from the issues, and he's putting all of that on Sydney's shoulders. And she wants to shine, she wants a chance to change things for the better, but with that crew, she'd basically be their punching bag, and she'd be running from one place to the other, being made fun of, and they don't respect her enough, I think, right now.
Not all of them.
Yeah, Tina specifically. So it just didn't work, and she didn't feel listened to. So at the end, she had a talk with Carmy, so they kind of agreed to listen more and to work as a team more. So we'll see how that changes. And on a personal level, Carmy is still dealing with issues with Michael. A guy called the restaurant last episode Nico,
asking for, is Michael here?
Yeah.
Can I talk to Michael?
And we know that Richie wants to deal with this, but he's keeping it a secret as to what truly is going on, so it could be bad. We'll see if that comes up this episode, but yeah, this is where we are. So let's jump in this episode and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go. Dogs.
Like hot dogs or dogs?
I mean, the show's called Bear, maybe dog.
Little project? Is he trying to come up with recipes for his patisserie? Marcus is getting inspired.
I don't think that's Marcus.
No. I really like how they are showing us the making of the food in these episodes. It is an art.
That's the best part, guys.
The making of the food? Or the shots of the food being made. He's getting inspired. He wants to make stuff, which is good. We need inspired people in the kitchen.
Why are you trying to put a t-shirt on a fucking hot dog?
Shit is exposure, baby.
I don't need you exposing anything.
It's a fucking hot dog in a beef t-shirt.
That's not gonna work.
I didn't want to be doing this bullshit right now.
Then don't borrow money from Cicero you can't pay back, and then we don't have to cater little fucking kid's birthday party. It's on me now. I don't want to get my legs broken, so shut the fuck up and help me out.
If that motherfucker gets even close to us, I'm gonna fucking drop his ass.
Would you? Seriously?
Help me out. Let's do this right.
You have no idea the amount of administrative correspondence I'm supposed to be doing in there today, okay?
Correspondence?
You know, you like to shit on my system, but I run a tight ship, and I get back to my cohorts in a timely fashion.
All right, do me a favor. Just name a cohort. Name an associate. One fucking person. I dare you.
Timothy, but I'm not. Give me a hand.
It's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit.
It's not fucking fit. What's this shit? Bring your shit, you fucking baby. You fucking baby.
I mean, I think it's funny, but they obviously
and you broke it.
They obviously have so many issues.
Which you did.
Yeah, what he did. I think he sees himself as this really important guy that, you know, he's bigger than he truly is. And Carmy's calling him on his bullshit, so look at him.
Can you do me a favor and try this?
It looks good.
Oh. Good, well?
Very well. Really bad wow. Keep trying doing stuff like that, that's cool. Maybe we'll get to see everyone just come into their own field and
booming in their field.
Remember when I said to fuck off?
Stop.
Okay, fuck off isn't yes.
Well, I know how to do it.
All right, well, it's a new recipe.
What'd I just say?
Just make sure when you do it, the heat isn't too high.
I answer to Jeff, the system.
I'm not trying to be a tight ass. I don't want you to think I'm up in your space.
I really don't like her attitude.
I get what it's like to be a woman in the kitchen
Do you know
and
what it's
have
like to be a woman in the kitchen? Wow. I have been in this kitchen since before you were born, so just back the fuck off. Excuse me.
I would fire her in a minute.
That's one of the problems with old employees who've been there for so many years, you know?
Still gotta respect the people around you.
Yo, this dude is trying to fuck up this little nerd, and this fucking nerd just washes him, bro. Yo, why the fuck are you on the Kennedy?
Cicero lives in Naperville.
Nah, Cicero's in Wilmette now.
That's right. That's my bad.
It's all good, though. I'm in no hurry to see that motherfucker. If he calls me Rick, I'm a fucking loser.
Do me a favor, okay? I'm trying to get us out of this hole.
Don't mess it up.
Please do not bring that shit up.
I'm not gonna bring up shit.
I don't trust you.
No, you got it all wrong!
It's literally the easiest.
Richie!
But I'll tell you something. You don't think I can pick up a fucking goddamn phone?
He's in the middle, like, kill me now.
You want us to get this stuff out back, or?
It's true, we owe him so much money. Like, better start right now to.
Better play nice.
Food's here, kiddies. That was nice. Thank you for that. That was good.
He has a hard time keeping his anger in check, man.
Carmen? I thought you'd killed yourself.
No, sir, that was my brother.
Not the good brother.
No condolences, no nothing.
Ouch.
That motherfucker is complete fucking bullshit.
Perfect
Does he
timing. I
think
already
he
did
is?
everything for him, dick.
He's the guy who you owe money to.
Turn on the grill. I gotta get the dogs going.
Just give me a second here. Relax. Shit's regulated.
Yeah?
Suffer from anxiety. You want half?
That's not how it works.
The ketchup. Which box?
I didn't bring ketchup.
No ketchup with hot
ketchup.
dogs?
What kind of asshole is gonna put ketchup on a hot dog?
A child, Richie.
Child asshole.
It's not about you.
You're a child asshole.
Yo, cousin, what's up with all this gay-ass fruit?
Homemade ecto cooler, motherfucker.
Oh.
Don't mess it up.
No.
I was wondering if somehow the pills were gonna end up in the food or
I
anything.
hope not. Those are for children.
Nobody doesn't love that first bite of a donut. It used to be my favorite when I was a kid.
I'm rooting for him to just come
Me
into his
too.
own.
Go for it, Marcus.
I just love looking at them, the colors and the textures. Yeah, family was always happy whenever we got donuts.
Hard not to be, young man.
My guys, new edition, all the fresh colors.
We're gonna have to change the name of the restaurant. If we expand and do more than what they've been doing, yeah.
Chester, this is Chef Sydney. Sydney, this is my roommate Chester.
Why are you here? Sorry.
Getting my boy dialed, dropping off some inspirational materials.
He's a designer.
Oh,
Get inspiration from other fields to adapt to your cooking. That's also good. Cuisine is an art. So
I was thinking maybe I could do a classic donut for the beef. I mean, I think it could be hot.
donuts are deceptively hard, require a lot of equipment.
give it a
I want it to
shot.
be perfect. Like that plum.
To put a lot of work into something.
It could be like limited edition or something.
It's
If you're into
ideas.
it, then I'm into it.
Yep.
Let me know what you need for help, all right?
All right, gladly. Thank you, Chef.
Like I said last episode,
This is good.
everyone should come in with ideas and ways to make it better.
Soups is rocking family. Angel, how you feel about a salad?
Absolutely, chef.
You think I can get family today?
Neil, you don't work here.
And apparently he's the only actual chef in the cast.
Really?
Try a new chocolate cake?
Oh, yes. You've given Marcus a lot of confidence. Well done.
He's inspired and I love this.
You heard it, Tina. Be open. Be open mind.
If you were receptive to her a little bit, you might be inspired too.
She's not your enemy. She wanna work with you. I love it. Maybe not what's gonna happen next though.
I hope he didn't put shit.
Oh, that's nice. Do you talk about feel? This one is good. It's like, that one's good? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's nice.
It's speaking to me.
What I mean, you've seen the ratatouille?
Yeah.
What's a good bread? Not the flavor, not the smell, but the
it's
crunch.
not bread though.
It's a patisserie.
It's not the same. He did not get in touch with his family and now just in a sec he's just surrounded by people who know him.
You guys are so weird. What are you doing opening up other people's stuff? Carol, can you please help me? It really fucking sucks in here. So you work in a restaurant, right?
I work in a restaurant.
What's it like to be a fucking loser, huh?
Yay! It's so fun to meet you guys.
Carmy here was the chef of the best restaurant in the world.
He's so trying to be nice all the time. Thank you. I really want to know what happened that sent him to the ER with his burn or something.
I don't want to bicker. I just need quiet.
I don't got anything to say to you. Except, heads up, Pete's here.
Oh, I'm aware. Fucker drops off a gift and now he won't leave.
Yeesh.
Yeah, Yeesh is right. He always looks like he's about to call the cops on us. You know what I mean?
Like a narc.
Like a fucking narc.
Well, do you have something to be careful about?
Red shirt?
Hey, what's up, Phil?
Oh, that was fucking weird. Won't you fuck up one of his properties, too?
Actually, no. I don't fuck up property. Sometimes people think they're calling me to fix a toilet, but in reality, they called somebody else.
All you had to do was pick up the fucking phone, man.
I never got a fucking call.
Oh, yeah.
We are children.
Couldn't turn off the sink. I couldn't find anyone.
It's friggin' malarkey.
I repeatedly called Rick at 847-555-0186. Number sound familiar, Ricky?
Yeah, because that's Michael's number. Nobody looks at fucking digits anymore. I'm 312, dog.
That kid, man.
Hey, Chef,
What?
can you please use a salt bed next time like I asked? Also, maybe we don't use, like, gross kitchen towels. We can just...
God, actual good ideas.
I think it's just, like, health and safety generally. Cool, so...
If you stopped fighting her, you'd get along fine.
Got it.
Thank you, Chef.
Got it.
We'll get there. It's gonna take time, but we'll get there.
At least Marcus is getting there.
He loves this. This is great. Passion.
Like, what the fuck? You think that their shit wasn't spicy? Like, why would they lie about that?
Yeah. What's up, man?
He's just trying to fit
Laughing
in.
it up over here?
Nope.
Oh God, I feel bad for him.
Fun birthday party, huh? Whoa, no way. This is like identical, dude. Good. Thank you.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
I remember.
It's so awkward with them.
Was it like nap time or something?
Yep.
Richie!
Hey, I know that, you know, sometimes things are weird or whatever with...
Oh, we don't have to do that.
You know, I want to say that I followed everything you were up to out there, man, and I know how much courage that took. I bet probably a lot of people don't realize, like, how much work that must have took and dedication or whatever, and so just, I thought it was cool, man. And your sister, frickin', was really pumped for you. But she also, you know, really missed you a lot, too.
He's gonna react to that
Yeah,
shit. Yeah. He's starting,
I'm
yep.
not feeling
You're
good.
tired all of a sudden.
We were laughing between everyone here. If he realizes it's gonna turn into an
I'll catch you before you cruise.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh fuck, he's gonna have an accident?
if he drives. Depends on how much there is in that, but
And enough to freaking put to sleep kids.
the kids are kids. They don't react to this the same.
Fuck. Fuck. Shit.
He just straight up put it in like that. Or it was next to the plate with the oranges and they just, without looking.
No, I think he put it in there.
We spilled a bottle of Xanax in the cooler.
They're
By
silent.
accident?
He's probably happy. They're all asleep. Could be dangerous.
Fucking dead?
No. They're just sleeping.
Actually, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, but
Keep up the good work. You're killing it.
I'm kind of a bit scared for Pete.
would he fall asleep from that?
Maybe.
Okay, chefs, let's get ready to taste the potatoes.
Oh, come on.
She told you to keep it low. If it's the same thing, she told you.
Ah, come on, Tina.
She has a lot of stress too.
Well, yeah, she's also trying to adapt. It's just, I'm not a fan of the attitude she gives everyone else. And people can actually help.
Because I don't have time to fuck around. You're welcome, chef.
You're not alone. It's a team. If you cooperate, they'll help you too. Huh? Can we come around?
Not bad?
When's that from?
Repeat party, Grant Park, 92. You ever miss him?
Didn't really know him well enough to miss him.
You know, we were so close in age, more like a friend and family. A lot to talk about.
When's the last time you talked to him?
Around 20 years ago, we had an early fight, man.
What was it about?
You know, drugs, alcohol, gambling, mostly because he just insisted on doing stupid fucking shit all the time. Had a dream about him once, your dad. We're driving along this car, big SUV, and we're driving fast, like really fast. Suddenly, this little kid, little boy, he walks right out in the middle of the road. I jam on the brakes really hard. Car stops like a millimeter away from him. But your dad, he goes flying through the windshield, but he never lands. He keeps on flying.
What happened to the kid?
I stood there waving at him.
Metaphor maybe for how he moved on without him. Just kept going and never looked back and got stuck behind him. Are you proud? You need to be proud of what you do. She's hiding it really well, but she wants to impress them a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get it over with.
I don't want to over with.
Taste it and tell me it's shitty.
Pretty sure it's good.
It's great. Thanks, Chef.
What?
It's great. Thank you, Chef. Now,
Huh? That's nice. She's
know?
not against you. She's not an enemy. She wants this to work, so she's not like...
But you know what? It's the fact that sometimes in workplace, mostly, yes, gonna have the higher ups gonna reprimand you and tell you that you're doing something wrong. But
Thank you.
you also need to
Hey.
tell them when they're doing something right. Also, it cannot just all be reprimands and that this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. You need to let them know when they're doing great.
They never did that. I think she took it as that. Tina took it as them being against her.
You guys want to see something disgusting?
At least he fell asleep before he left. He's trying to be so nice. I don't know why they hate him that
Thank you for letting me be
much.
a part of this family.
No problem, man.
I'll never forget these memories.
Fucking man. Sleep there.
Maybe he's a bit too different.
Sorry.
It is their fault. I don't know about whether or not, I think he realized, oh shit, like he recognized the symptoms and he knew it was the Xanax. I don't know if he put it in there or if it was just an accident of he left it out there and when they put, because they're not focused.
Come on.
No, would you really?
Richie was just beside the pot of ecto.
It could also have been an
cooler.
accident.
He checked the bottle. I think he put it in there.
We don't get cake because we're best friends. Thank you.
Yeah. And you can find that
Tina.
too.
Put the blue.
She'll find that too. She's on the way. And I like that she is on the way. So
I forgot. Apron. Put the blue apron, please. Be a part of the team.
she'll join in. She already called Sydney
Chef.
first Jeff and then actual chef. So she said thank you as well. So yeah, Tina, we talked about her last episode. She strikes me as this girl, this gal who's been around. Like she said it herself. She was doing this job before Sydney was even born.
Yeah.
It's something that she thinks she knows. She doesn't want to adapt. Kind of like you've been doing the same thing for so long and now the newcomers come in with their new system and you're going to reject that. She would have seen Sydney as a young girl who thinks she knows what she's talking about and you are the enemy. She is your enemy. Everything that you do is not okay. So even if that's not true, even if Sydney treats her nice and with respect and everything she's doing is just to help, it's kind of like Tina had this version of Sydney, like, oh, obviously everything I do, she's going to be against it. Everything I do, she's going to say it's not good enough. Because she, in her mind, she's like, oh, she's judging me because I'm not the same. We talked about how maybe backgrounds could influence how you react to certain people. So like if someone like Carmy or Sydney went to study cuisine and they actually have degrees in that field, they come in with their fancy words, their fancy systems, their fancy food. You have none of that. All you have is experience. And your experience is being judged and you're being told that it's not worth shit compared to their little degrees. So you'll be lashing out. And so everything she does is with an attitude. It's like she expects to be told that she's shit because she already painted the situation as a battle between her and Sydney. So to realize in this episode that Sydney's not there to get you out. She's not there to fire you. She's not there to bash on you. She's there to improve as much as possible the restaurant. She's here for the same reason as you. And you can also flourish in this environment if you allow her to teach you some stuff. If you take in the advice, you might actually make it better and find something that you are passionate about, just like Marcus with the patisserie. So open yourself up to that new future at the restaurant, that new girl that comes in with her ideas. Stop seeing her as an enemy, and she'll find out, just like she did in the end, that being told that, yeah, you did a good job, I actually think this is good, that feels nice to hear. It's great to have an ally in the kitchen, someone who can maybe help you and understand you, and someone who can compliment you on your hard work. So maybe she'll strive more for that. She'll strive for more dishes that they can compliment. And I want her to be passionate about her food, like not make it just a job where she shows up, does her thing, because that's another thing. Marcus is the one right now who's developing this passion for food, which I think is beautiful. We know that Carmy has it. We know that Sydney has it. Marcus now has it. Everyone else everyone that works here could have it too if they try new stuff, if they try new techniques, if it's not just about following a recipe that's already been implemented years ago.
When you're being a chef, when you start, usually you have this passion for your cuisine, for your art.
Not always.
But
sometimes it's just a job.
Sometimes it's just a job, but most of the time, I'm just thinking about all of the episodes of Kitchen Nightmare that I've seen.
Yeah.
Most of them are just so used to just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
No, nothing new. You cannot give your input. You cannot try to improve your stuff, and they just lost that passion because it's just always the same routine over and over again.
They lose that passion. Yeah. That's what I meant when I said that. Last episode, everyone could come up with ideas. This episode, everyone could bring in their own passion, their own stuff that they want to do differently. Kind of like Carmy wrote down his mother's chicken recipe. Like, this is something personal. This is something he knows and he loves. Bring that passion to the restaurant, to the workplace, and everyone should be able to do that.
With Marcus, who said that when he was younger, he used to buy donuts with his family and he loved it. And he wanted to create something just like that, but for the restaurant.
It's about the emotion, the memories. That's why Sydney wanted to work here as well. This, we keep saying when we compare this system versus the system from that other restaurant that Carmy used to work at, we talk about the bad side of that other system, how it's very it's a dictatorship, and you got to listen to orders, and there's no individuals in there. It's basically one system, and if you are good enough to get to the top, you get to work with your passions and work it out, make your stuff, but then everyone else is a worker bee. Like, they basically have to follow you. But this family style place where everyone gets a chance to shine, this is where I want to work, and how the old system to me didn't work. So we keep talking about how the other one didn't work. This is how this system doesn't work for me. So keeping things how they were for so long, keeping that spaghetti without trying to improve it because it works. So you're not allowing anyone to change anything because it works. And you believe that you're doing it correctly, so you're not allowing yourself to improve. You'll be doing the same shit over and over again. You'll never get inspired. You'll never look for inspiration. You'll never work with your creativity. It will become a routine. It will become a job. And then you're not here for the work. You're here for those few bucks and maybe spending time with your coworkers. But where is the respect for your food? Where is the need to push more and give more to the restaurant? It's not gonna be there. So allowing them to connect with their food, connect with their work, giving them words of encouragement so they try to do better, try to impress themselves and impress others, that's gonna make them want to do more. And this is how we make that restaurant work. So it's a step in the right direction. And it also helps that this episode, it was mostly Tina changing her attitude, which I think we deserve that, and Sydney deserved that, because I was getting tired of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They talk just a little bit about a thing that I want to bring up. The place of a woman in a restaurant kitchen.
It's a men's world.
It's a men's world. It's predominantly male. So to being a woman chef, a woman cook.
Well, yeah.
You're gonna get shit on. I mean,
not listened to.
Not listened to it. You're just being laughed at. And kudos to those who really managed to have a successful career despite
my God, English.
career, despite that, I applaud you, girls.
But yeah, it's true that it's a predominantly men-led field, and when you're trying to, pull through, you're basically the only woman surrounded by men. For Tina, I don't think maybe it's the same way as Sydney sees it, because she's new to this. As for Tina, she had to make her place among these guys, but she was the only woman, that's for sure. So in comes this other woman. Maybe that's also part of the reason why there was so much animosity between them, because like she was the gal of the workplace. She made her place known. The guys respect her. They know who she is. They work with her.
And here comes the new gal, and she's not gonna have as hard as
there could have been
she had.
No, but there could have been a sense of competition between her and Sydney. And Sydney's younger, and she's got from a different background, and she doesn't know these guys. And right away she was put in charge. So yeah, there's a lot. I can understand where the animosity came from, but I'm the type of person who puts aside I put aside my personal feelings all the time to do the work. So when I used to work at the hotel, I hated people who would talk behind the backs of other employees, and I was like this is not high school, man. Like, this is the workplace. You're not, like I said last episode, you're not obligated to be friends with your coworkers, but at the very least respect them. So if Sydney, you don't like her because of whatever, but she's in charge, at the very least you should listen to what she tells you. But yeah, now we stepped in the right direction, and there was a bit of she showed respect to her, and Sydney also showed her that she's not here to only shit on her work and change things. So they're all trying to work together to make it better. And like they said, she inspired Marcus. She allowed him to do what he wanted to do. She's not against these guys. She's with these guys. They are a family for a reason. So work together. This is how we make this work. Now the other side of the episode. It turned out into a funny thing.
Xanax in a cooler, man.
I think the impression I got from this was that he put it intentionally, but the more I think about it, the more I'm wondering why would he have done that. Like, it's not like at that time the kids were too loud, and he had some sort of he had a headache or something, so maybe there was too much happening, too many kids around, too much stress, so he tried to calm everyone down. But
just to show that he checked the Kool-Aid, checked the bottle, he put it in.
But then again,
he put it in it.
Why would he put the whole bottle like that? Wouldn't you just do? No, that's evidence. So that's why I'm thinking there's also a high possibility, because we also know from a couple episodes ago that they do tend to forget stuff. They assumed it was Richie who forgot the cigarettes, but that's because he would be the type to forget his cigarettes. But we also know that Carmy is not all there. His mind is running places, and we saw in this episode a lot of people, he kept away from his family and people who knew him ever since he came back, but this episode he was kind of forced to be here, and there were a lot of people who knew him, a lot of people who knew his brother. They brought back the issues, they brought back his what happened to Michael. He had to, and he's also stressed, he's trying to deal with his emotions, so he was not all there. So I'm thinking that either
he put it in there because he did not pay attention.
Since the bottle itself was in there, I'm thinking yes, there's a little chance that Richie did that, but that would be stupid to just put the bottle. Although that's the one way we could have had of him figuring out that shit we put Xanax in the cooler. But it could also have been he left it there next to the oranges, and it's orange too, so maybe he didn't see it, and when he put the oranges in the cooler, the bottle went with it. So that's another possibility. I want to believe that that's what happened, because I don't think Richie's that much. You want to give a chance to Richie? He did look a bit when you noticed that the kids were down and stuff, he was kind of oh shit, he felt bad, so maybe he didn't.
He felt bad, he knew them.
Or he just realized that, oh shit, my bottle, I left it there and it's not there anymore. We didn't talk about it, and it did not turn into something bigger. It turned into something sweet, because Cicero was actually happy with what's his first name? James. Yeah. So he was I actually like that, because the kids were getting on his nerves.
It's calm, it's quiet.
I was a bit afraid of that guy, by the way. When we saw him the first time, him bringing back the I want to buy the restaurant, and you owe me a lot of money. I was I don't know him. like, who's to say that he won't make it a problem in the future? I'm liking that this episode, he seems to be open about giving them opportunities to pay him back without getting on their nerves or, you know, making it more stressful. But he did bring back the idea of selling the restaurant again.
Well,
So-
he's still out there.
He seemed to, like, apparently he was really close to Carmy's dad, so there's that. We need to learn more about, like, it's hard to speak about that family dynamic because we don't know them. Like, until they mentioned it later, I didn't know who they were talking about when they talked about the guy in the photo. I was like, I assumed it was his father, and I was like, no, I mean, maybe. And then they said it was, so okay. But yeah, from the dream he had, which usually it's metaphors for how he felt, I get the feeling that he put on the brakes. Like, he stopped for a kid in his mind, so I don't know if it was for an actual kid. Maybe like Carmy felt that he and his brother were, you know, a representation of that kid. I don't know if it's from James' point of view, if it was his own kids. It's like he put the brakes on this crazy lifestyle that he and his friend used to have, and his friend just kept going, and he never stopped,
Never looked back.
left him behind, and kind of just saying, like, the kid, that's why I was like, oh, since we saw Carmy when he asked, like, what's the kid doing? I was like, oh, maybe Carmy associates with the kid, because he was the one that never really connected to his father either. He said he never had time to know him, so I guess he died when he was young. But yeah, if he also feels like his father is this idea that started something, but they never got to connect with him, and he just went on ahead and or died and stuff, and they're left with.
Did he die or he just left?
Well, I feel like he died, right? So in any case, or I mean, if he left, he left. But in any case, he's not there, and so I get the feeling that this is how he feels. Like, maybe his father went ahead, did a bunch of stuff, and he left them with the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
And they had to deal with what was left without ever having connected with the man who started it. And I mean, if you don't connect with the person who starts it, you don't really get to understand the reasons why he starts it. And in that case, it looks like he had no real reason to start anything. Like, he was just starting shit from left to right. So the meaning of it, you had to make it your own, because there's nothing to give to your kids. Like, there's no tradition and stuff. So it started from the brothers. I still keep my idea that he and Michael had food in common. Like, they shared that passion for cooking.
Yeah.
And I still think that maybe Michael.
But you did say that Michael maybe let Carmy go
This is
to
my
achieve
idea.
something with his life, achieve his dream, because he didn't want him to be stuck up with the diner.
This
You
is
know?
what I read
this
from
is-
what we saw in these episodes so far. It could be different, but we know that he wanted to work at the restaurant with Michael, and Michael did not allow it. There was like, they said that maybe he blamed Richie for not allowing him to work at the restaurant, and Richie was saying, like, that wasn't me, I didn't give a shit, it was Michael. So I don't know if Carmy knew that Michael didn't want him to work at the restaurant, but his brother didn't want him there. So I was thinking maybe he did that because he wanted bigger things for him, and he wanted him to spread his wings and be better. But then how would you take this this rejection? That's another thing. But that's not really the point of the episode. We'll talk about that
It all
later.
depends if Michael told his reason to Carmy. If
Well,
he-
no, 'cause I don't know if he
he's-
knows.
If he just said to just get the fuck out of my diner, yeah, you will be pissed.
I
at
don't
him.
even know if he knows it was Michael that didn't want him there, because according to Richie, that's one of the reasons why they can get along. Because he believes that Richie had a say in him not working there. I don't know. This is another subject. This is something we need to see later on when they talk about it more. But yeah, it's a nice little episode, this one. Less
Yeah.
screaming, less fighting, and actual fun moments where we get to be like, there's hope for this place. We need that. But yeah. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want to the next one, we'll be on YouTube next week, guys.
Yes.
See you then.
Bye.